I did not expect to be recording another daily, mainly because I did not expect today's seasonal update to contain any Save the World changes, but it did. Defenders can now have weapons assigned to them again. It used to be possible back before the free-to-play update, but now you're able to assign a schematic to them, and they'll just start off in the zone with that weapon equipped. You don't even need to craft it or give it to them, they'll just make one for free. And of course it is a new BR season, which also means a new BR Battle Pass, which is the main thing in the shop, so I might as well cover it here. If you want to support any creators, if you want to support Archer, you can use code ArcherUU. If you want to support Beast, you can use code Mista, not Beast. Code Beast is for its Advanced GG stuff. Code Mista is for the item shop. And if you do use someone's creator code, you can send in the creator codes channel in the Discord link down below. People greatly appreciate it, and they like seeing that people are using their code, so send it here if you do use it. Now, as for the rest of the Save the World changes, Epic released a blog post containing it. Obviously, the headliner is custom weapons for your defenders once again, but we also have Play with Others in Ventures. So, now whenever you're in Ventures, you can see this inconspicuous looking Play with Others thing that definitely fits in with the terrain around it. You can use that to matchmake in any missions that you have accessible, and you'll try and find one that already has people in it. Going back to the patch notes, we have some small matchmaking fixes. We have a fix for the Ancient Launcher not being able to... Well, it could fire its secondary shot. It has an ability to lock onto targets when you aim down sights and then shoot a whole bunch at once when you release aim down sights. But it was bugged to where the first enemy it targeted, it would immediately fire and then go on cooldown. That has been fixed, and you can now target a whole bunch of enemies and shoot them all at once. There are also some fixes for its projectiles not showing behind the storm wall. That's very nice. Mayhem's Crossfire perk now displays an alert when a commander with the Shock Tower ability is required and a Teddy hero is selected as lead. This is something I encountered myself when developing Pegleg's hero loadout thing. I noticed that it wasn't giving an alert here, and I thought it was a bug with Pegleg, but no, it was a bug with the game. There's also some fixes for defenders and wildlife. Defenders are now able to consistently revive down players, so sometimes the defender would come and try to revive you, but it wouldn't be able to do it properly. It's now able to do it properly all the time, which is a great buff for defenders on top of the ability to give them weapons again. Arrows shot above a down defender no longer gets blocked by an invisible collision, so they now won't get into your way as much. Enemies eliminated by defenders and wildlife now count towards Storm Chest objective completion, which means that whenever you're doing a Storm Chest and you have a defender nearby, it won't steal any of your kills to make it to the 50 kill marker that Storm Chests need. There's also a bunch of UI and environment fixes. I've highlighted a few of the important ones. Exclamation points now clear after all items have been seen, which the game was having trouble marking items as seen for a while. Hopefully that's been fixed now with the update. You will now be warned about losing potential mission rewards when leaving early through the social sidebar. That used to be a thing where when you left the mission, you'd get a pop-up showing what rewards you'd lose. And that was removed with the free-to-play update when they added the sidebar, and now it's back again. That's great. And the power hour timer and message now appear on time if the event starts while you're on the world map, because sometimes the world map doesn't update the stuff immediately. Speaking of the power hour, there is an upcoming power hour. Hopefully I can get this video out before the first one starts, which is in my time in about 3 hours. During the power hour, ninjas will be buffed the same way as they are in Frozen Fjords, meaning that there would be double Shadow Stance stats. Thank you, Archer, for the tweet, by the way. Ability eliminations increase melee damage and attack speed by 50% for 10 seconds. And melee eliminations reduce ability cooldowns by 2 seconds each, which allows them to be chained back and forth together to get just constantly buffed abilities and melee damage. And Golden Mist monsters will also be live just like previous weeks, and also just like previous weeks, they only seem to actually give gold in power level 100 missions and below. Also, they don't spawn at all in Ventures missions or... Well, they do spawn in Storm Shields, but they don't give gold in Storm Shields, so do it in a regular missions, power level 100 and below. I think that's everything from the update covered, so I'm going to move on to the daily stuff, starting with military llamas. They're available today. You get 5 of them. I've already bought one. It had some pretty good stuff in it. Military llamas can contain anything from the Shadow Ops Hero set or the military weapon set, which has a lot of good weapons, like the Obliterator, the Ground Pounder, the Hacksaw. There's a lot of good weapons to choose from. Any of these weapons will be good for you to have. Then moving on to missions, starting off in Ventures, I cannot see any of the high level zones, so I'm going to be using Pegleg once again. Just a reminder, this is an app that I've developed, and it should be linked in the description. It can be used either whether you're logged in or whether you're not logged in. You can use it for mission stuff or various other things. It's like Fortnite DB, but with a bit extra features. Starting off in the 34 zone, we've got Trailblazer Quinn, who buffs your Teddy damage. Then up in the 46 zone, we've got Commando Spitfire, decreasing going commando cooldown. Then up in the 58 zone, we have Assassin Sarah, a great hero for melee builds, no matter what melee build you have. Then up in the 58 zone, we have Assassin Sarah, a great melee hero for any melee build you have. Then in the 70 zone, we have Trailblazer Quinn, giving you a Teddy damage buff, just like the previous one. And in the 82 zone, we have a Trailblazer Quinn, giving you a Teddy damage buff, just like the previous one. Bulletstorm Jonesy is also in the 82 zone. He buffs your ranged weapon damage by a lot, based on how many times you fired it, so it's good for spray weapons like SMGs and LMGs and stuff. Then we got a legendary lead inventor in the 108 zone, and a legendary power base Nox in the 108 zone. He heals your base every so often, and is just very nice to have. Then we go an Epic Sniper Defender in the 124 zone. I'm going to be pointing out Epic Snipers today, Epic Sniper Defenders today, because of the new Defender update. You're probably going to want a few of these in order to fill out your loadouts. You can reuse the same ones between loadouts, so you only really need 3 Sniper Defenders, but you can get different perks in each one, so you might as well reroll them. 140 zone has Guardian Bull, which increases hardware crit rating by a bunch, and our first survivor of the day, our first legendary survivor in the 140 zone. Back in Twine, we have our second legendary survivor and a legendary assault defender in the power level 76 zone. Then right below that, we have a legendary lead gadgeteer in the 82 zone and Deadly Blade Crash. She causes melee attacks to deal affliction and snare for 3 seconds, which is very useful. Then in the 88 zone, we have another lead gadgeteer followed by a lead marksman. Then in the 94 zone, we have a lead martial artist followed by a lead trainer, both of which come with epic items you can use to recycle, or you can use Recon Scout Eagle Eye. She just buffs your movement speed after using a phase shift. Then down in the 108 zone, we have an epic sniper defender and a third legendary survivor, followed by our fourth and final legendary survivor in the 116 zone, and Trailblazer Quinn in the 116 zone, who buffs your teddy damage. Also in the 116 zone are 2 legendary heroes that pair really well together. Base Kyle buffs the health of your base attached structures, and Electric Pulse Penny makes enemies attacking your base structures take damage. We also have Support Specialist Hawk in the 116 4-player, which decreases your Warcry energy cost. Then in the 124 zone, we've got Hotfixer Hazard, which increases your building repair speed, and he comes along with a legendary lead martial artist. We got another legendary lead martial artist in the 132 zone. And in the 160 zone, we've got Rescue Trooper Ramirez buffing your assault and SMG damage. We've also got a melee defender, but those have historically not been great in practice, so you could get him, recycle him, whatever. And as for 160 repeatable rewards, we've got 5x Storm Shard in the Ride the Lightning, we've got 5x Reperk in Deliver the Bomb, 5x Storm Shard in the Evac, 5x Storm Shard again in the Cat 4, and 5x Reperk in Repair the Shelter. Moving on to Canny, we've got Pathfinder Jess in the Power Level 52 zone. She increases your pickaxe damage. And in Power Level 58, we've got Pathfinder Jess. She increases your pickaxe damage. We've also got Dragon Scorch in the Power Level 64 zone. He increases the range of your Dragon Slash, which is going to be very good for the upcoming Ninja Power Hour. Over in Plankerton, we've got Fleetfoot Ken in the Power Level 19 zone. He increases your movement speed. And we have Fleetfoot Ken in the Power Level 34. He increases your movement speed. Finally, in Stonewood, we've got 2 really good early game heroes. We've got Base Kyle increasing the health of your base structures in the Power Level 5 zone. And in the Power Level 9 zone, we've got Shrapnel Headhunter increasing your shotgun damage. And I think that's everything. One of the reasons why this daily is slightly later than usual, aside from the fact that Beast isn't here to record it, is that I already recorded this earlier in the day and realized it didn't have any audio, and I didn't want to re-record it. I had to wait a bit in order to get food and get some errands done. So it's later than normal, and it's not Beast recording it, but, still a daily. If you want to try out Pegleg, the tool I've been using throughout the video, it's available as a download in the description. Thank you, Beast, for being willing to put this on the channel. It's a very cool project that I've been working on for a while, and I really appreciate it. And yeah, go try out the new Defenders. I'm going to see if I can get an XP video out for the new BR season as well.